friends, it's Sarah from She's Crafty and She Knows It, and today we're going to make an initial pressed flower pumpkin. So if you already saw my pressed flower pumpkin tutorial, this is the exact same idea. So this is less of a how-to and more just showing you the idea of doing an initial letter. I think it's a really fun idea. It's something that your kids can have fun doing with you, and it just makes really cute decoration. So I'm actually making one for each of my girls. I kind of got bright flowers to give it kind of more of a boho look. So I think they're going to turn out really cute. So like always, I will link all the supplies I'm using, including these pressed flowers as well as some artificial pumpkin options in the description below this video. But I'm actually using a real pumpkin today, but you can use artificial pumpkins if you'd rather. I have my pressed flowers with a little tweezer that came with them. I have my matte Mod Podge that I've already poured on a plate and a foam brush. So all we're going to do is go ahead and brush on a layer of the Mod Podge. This pumpkin kind of has a weird spot right on the front, so I'm going to try and cover it up with the flowers. So let's see how that goes. So just get a good layer on there, and then I'm just going to open this up and start going. I'm going to do the letter M for this one. So I'm going to kind of start down here at the bottom. I'm going to try to start pretty wide. Now, since we're not putting anything over it yet, it's pretty easy to kind of move them around if you don't like how it's looking. So we're just going to kind of try to go a little bit fast to get the general shape. So I'm thinking like, I'm going to go ahead and cover that up. So I'm thinking if I go up this way, down, I might need to scoot this one over a little bit. The nice thing is that if you don't put the Mod Podge on top right away, it kind of gives you a lot of flexibility of rearranging them and kind of moving them around. We're going to get the general outline first. So I just think this is such a fun activity to do with kiddos, especially if they're younger and they're learning their alphabet still. What a fun way to work on alphabet while also decorating a pumpkin at the same time. Of course, you can do this on a white pumpkin if you'd rather. I think I'm actually going to take this blue one off. Just one layer of Mod Podge on the bottom kind of makes it a little bit as if it's like a layer of glue, so you can kind of move things around. Oh, I lost a petal on this blue one. Every now and then you're going to lose a tiny little petal, probably because it already had glue on it, but we can just go and put it right back where the flower is. That's looking so cute already. Okay, let's go ahead and put a layer, a thin layer. Now when you're doing it, if you remember last time from the last tutorial, if you didn't watch the last one, which is the regular pressed flower pumpkins, you just got to go really gentle when you're brushing over them. It's really easy to kind of, since they're so fragile and they're dried and they're pressed, they're really fragile. So you just kind of want to dab it. Sometimes I use one finger to kind of help hold down a corner of the flower and just dab it. Otherwise you can kind of, if you start pulling really hard, it can kind of pull the petals away from the flower and yank them off. If you do that, you can always just go place them back where they go with the Mod Podge because it basically is like glue. Now this is the matte Mod Podge, and so it looks real milky. It looks like it's gonna dry white and goopy, but it doesn't. It dries clear and not shiny. It's totally matte when it dries. So there's really no way to mess this up. Like I said, even if you break a flower, you can kind of put it back together. I just try to keep it from getting too lumpy. So it does dry clear like regular, like Elmer's glue, but if you have huge clumps, it will obviously dry with a huge clump. It'll just be clear. Now, any extra that you have along the edges, you can kind of clean up with a wet paper towel. I kind of got a blob over here. This is totally optional. You could just smooth it out with the foam brush if you'd rather do that. I'm just trying to kind of clean it up a little bit. Like I have a lot right here. So like I said, it will dry clear and matte, but it will still kind of have a blob if you have a huge blob right there. Okay, friends, so that's really it. I hope this video inspired you to make your own initial pressed flower pumpkin. Don't forget, like always, I will link all the supplies I use in the description below this video. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and make sure you subscribe for more videos. Bye!
She's crafty and she knows it. She's crafty and she knows She's crafty and she knows. She's crafty and she knows.